seen 9. I've seen 11. We'll ring the bell. And we'll just go straight in. Oh, there we go, there we go. Here you are. Marianne has the rest of the evening off, though I'm minding the desk. Any word on the address? The results just came in by the courier. Good news, Donald and his assailants were able to sort through the noise. I had cross-referenced their results against some of our recordings and found a corresponding mail shop on the Echo River route. As it happens, the night ferry is scheduled to make its stop here shortly. The ferryman carries the mail and collects the garbage as well. I'm sure you can catch a ride out that way. You're welcome to wait here. I have to get back to packing. Thanks for your help. Happy to help. Haha. I suppose we just repeat it until it's true. Safe travels. Stay out of the water. It's colder than it looks and deep. How long do we have to wait? Oh, who knows. Alright, what happened? See you. It's okay, you can tell them. Doesn't matter anymore. Fine. So we were in that graveyard. Oh wow, still going. Well, this can't be right. Looks like an old church. It's muddy. Yeah, that's what he said. Crystals and then mud. Okay. I want to stay outside. Okay. I'll stay with him. Can you look for the lizards? Okay, we'll make it quick. The church floor is cold metal, scuffed in flecks by unknown boot heels. I don't know what I expected. The strangers, he kept saying. Another dead end. Yeah, I'm starting to think that's our song. Earlier, in the mine, I didn't want to talk about it, but... What did you find down there? When I saw Weaver, she was on TV. I was testing a pretty simple tube repair, flipping through channels to check the saturation, and she was just there. It was kind of horrible. I mean, I told you she disappeared, suddenly, ran away, but you thought she was dead. Yeah, I guess I don't like to say it. Dead. And then the next time I flipped to channel 2, Weaver. It's burned in my vision now. She's standing in a room, the walls are blank, kind of grey. There's tape on the walls, like markings, and desks. A classroom, maybe? The camera's in the corner, so it's this sort of 45-degree angle into the room. And there's Weaver right in the centre of the picture. I stopped turning the dial, Hell, I think I stopped breathing. Eventually she spoke, but there was no real sound, just this awful hum. I read the closed captions. She said to go to the mine. I'd find something there. Can't remember exact words. Whenever I try, I get distracted. Fuzzy. Shannon coughed into her sleeve. It's so dusty in here, right? Yeah, real dusty. You'd think with all these holes in the ceiling. The hell was that? Did you hear that? Must have been the... Yeah, we weren't gone a long time, so this can't go too far here. Oh wow. We're in church. And now I'm the skelly. The stranger activates the tape player, slung on his shoulder. Cranky drawl echoes in the room. It is patient and sounds like it should be smiling. My regrets. I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. We don't see a lot of foot traffic these days. I guess you're here about the job. I'm afraid we only have one opening at the moment. Horrible business. We're actually looking for some information about an old computer. Certainly. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I've only just met you, but I feel certain there's a place for you here. I'll just take you over to meet the dispatcher, show you the trucks, get you familiarized. We can converse as we go. What is this place? Some kind of factory? Yeah, maybe, but for what? Why hidden away like this? And what's that smell? Like bread? Baking bread? Please follow me. I have to ask you to stop in here a moment. This is for your safety, and adjust your outfits just a bit. There's some protective headwear up on the wall back there. Please remove your shoes and eyeglasses. We don't wear glasses, so that won't be an issue. Well, do us a favour and put on the headwear anyway. Just this way. Wow, check this stuff out. It must be decades old, but it's in perfect condition. How do you think they keep it like that? Maintenance, old man. I bet it's someone's job around here. Probably hard to keep all the dust out, you know? Underground. That's why I got into this business. To keep old stuff like this running. Seems like such a shame to let it just fall into ruin, you know? Like that computer back in the cave. Xanadu. Decades of engineering, thousands of years of mathematics and philosophy, all petrified into living stone. How could you just let that fall apart? More new arrivals this evening, plenty to do. Got to relay the formula. We actually just need to ask you about a computer. No, the orientation is all done by voice and rote. We don't believe electronics have a role in our company culture. Computers are tools. Plenty of interesting mechanical this and that ahead though. Shall we move on? Where are we moving on to? Going down to that truck somehow? Oh, okay. Can't walk that path for some reason. Oh, why can't I get there? Maybe we have to take the cart? Here's the fleet, haha. Oh, we just use these to get around internally. How big is this place? Oh, it's grown a great deal over the years. Incredible to think, really. When Mr. Bishop founded this operation, it was only about 1,800 square feet, and half of that or more was occupied by camouflage to keep the law out. Hiding out in the back of an old church, purifying spirits by handmade fire. A kettle and a dream. So the trucks are just east a ways in shipping. You can become acquainted with the dispatcher there. Give me a tap on the shoulder if you see something that catches your eye. Always happy to show off the facility. Sublime machinery. Oh, now we're going. We're crashing now. Come on. Here it is. Now I have to ask, as a matter of course, what kind of experience do you have driving trucks? I drove deliveries for an antique shop up until this last run. Ah, precious cargo, you'll do just fine. And you can drive safely, can't you? I haven't any doubts now, it's only after what happened with Miguel this evening. I've been driving all my life, for better or worse. I suppose that's all you must say. I like that. Never say more than you must. It's boastful and ugly. I do pity ill-fated Miguel. He was good company, and slow to anger. But if we're speaking confidentially, well, with all that lost product to be repaid, bourbon and glass dashed across the interstate, and a few casks too, we're all just thankful he had no next of kin. So let's see if we can ring up the dispatcher. Doolittle starts the truck and switches on the CB radio. A deep, monotonous voice drones from the dashboard speaker. 10:20 on that. Load, come back. Up in Hummingbird Cave, 10:12, City Kitty. This is a good type dispatch. We may have found Miguel's replacement, though you might like to get acquainted. 10:09, come again. Introduce yourself. Pleased to meet you. Tell dispatch something impressive about yourself. They're very well regarded here. You folks know. 99 wheel holder. Gotta pay the water bill. Ah, so I'm certain they'll call back before long. Let's take a look around the truck, eh? Headlights work fine, see? Fiddles with the controls. That's important. Most of our product goes out at night. You never know who you'll run into in the daylight, and dusk can be treacherously misleading with all that indirect light. The magic hour, eh? Magic hour, sure. The angle of the sun at dusk and dawn means the light is mostly indirect reflections from the sky. Everything looks like a movie. It's all a bit softer. Drivers sleep in the day then? Sure, those that sleep. Miguel pulled extra day shifts when he could. Sometimes he'd help me, you know? Sometimes over in bottling. He shouldn't have been out driving at dusk. Weird shadows, soft light, dangerous. Headlights look pretty okay. That they do. Moving on. Oh sure, I know you'll want to look. Kick the tyres, that's the thing we do, isn't it? As though our knees could expert the kind of force these tyres see out there on the road. We're more likely to hurt ourselves. Isn't it the way, eh? Tyres look fine. Oh, I'm sure. It wasn't the tyres that failed our dear Miguel. We are quite sure. What kind of man was Miguel? As I always say of him, he was good company. Many of us have found ourselves in his position. Arrogantly grasping at personal sovereignty over our lives had become unmanageable. There's no shame in it. only consultants. Now, what else can we show you? I'd really like just to know how to fix a machine, please. Looks like it's just about ready to get out. We have some good, strong folk in shipping here, so you never need to worry about loading if you don't want to. Bit hard on the knees and back at our age, eh? Of course, you'll have to unload at the destination, but that's the job. And some drivers like the extra shifts stacking and loading here. We shouldn't really do any lifting these days. I see, well surely we can spare a dolly and carrying strap. For your health and safety. Sounds like a lot of work around here. It's our interest, friend. After all, we must meet our financial obligations. Control the wipers with this knob here. Do little fiddles with the controls. They seem to have a decent torque to them, eh? Can't say how they'd fare in an ice storm, but we must never delay a shipment. Better to assume the risk. Always clear skies down here, so I hear, but most of our product is delivered by surface roads, which feel rain quite often, particularly in the spring months, so I hear. They ditched class for the rest of the day to drive in the rain. It was pointless to stay. All review. It was a lost cause, and she didn't need it anyway. She was smart, bored, it was time to cut out. Shitty day for it though. 83 and biblical flood. They went to a bar. They pulled into a dive bar with an afternoon open mic. It smelled like rose water. They smoked cigarettes, drank awful hooch, whistled buckets of rain. She sang about someone she wanted once to have loved. Brown hair curled around her ear. She had a voice like Scotch whiskey. It was time to go. Stiff drinks were wearing on him, and he felt a surge of dejection. He knew she'd keep singing. He thought she should sing for someone who deserved to hear it. He knew she'd find a ride, so he slipped out alone. He sat in his car and went over some options. Chicago? Toronto? Borough? It seemed like a bold and impulsive gesture at the time. As he pulled out of the parking lot, he removed his hands from the steering wheel for a moment and felt the car drift into a decision. Years later he'd think of this at the moment to himself. He started drifting. A modest technology, but suited to the job, eh? Plenty good enough. The truck's radio crackles back into life. Driver, come back. Ah, there's dispatch. Now tell them about your experience. Tell them the truck's in good shape. Tell them you'll start in the morning. I really can't. Yeah, we've got to finish this delivery, and a few. 10:33 dispatch. Got 2 black eyes and a flock of crocodiles. Come back. 10:4, back it down and prick your eyelids, driver. Come back, Lem. 10:4. Come back, wheel holder. 10:4. Got your ears on, good. Listen to this. So, I think that went well. Let's head back up to logistics and seal the deal there. And I've got one more thing to show you. Some good parking right there. Let's head back upstairs, eh? I have one more thing to show you. Wait, we only came here looking for some answers about this stupid mouldy computer. Oh, the old man in the cave with the mouldy computer. That black mould is drawn to whiskey. It feeds on emerald flames, you see. As we age the whiskey, some of it inevitably evaporates into the air that angels share. It goes through the vents here and out into the caves. If we scrape up that mould, we can usually apply some pressure and cold to it, squeeze and condense the angel's share back into drinkable whiskey. Every drop counts when you're making a living on the stuff. So we'd go down and scrape it off his equipment, just like any other place it grows. He kept sending his people here to drive us away, Paranoid, truly paranoid. Well, now we have the formula, so we don't need to go collecting mould. Since we stopped going down there, I'm sure the mould's gotten pretty thick. Try cleaning off the timing crystal. That'll get you going, I'm sure of it. So, join me upstairs? Death symbol. Do I really want to click that? I guess so. This is Earl. He used to be a beekeeper. Borrowed some used casks to store the hives, but the insects accrued more quickly than honey. Now he works for us in logistics. That's where you go when you die, I presume. Okay, so it must be further up again. Up, up and away. You don't mind. Okay, so we put the helmets back. Now to get the hell out of here. Here it is, a beauty, wouldn't you say? It's an antique, you know? What is it? Why, it's an adding machine. This is where we come for our daily ritual. Calculate the day's interest and repayment according to the formula. I usually do so at the beginning of my shift, so I know how many hours I need to order to keep up. Yes, I believe you'll do well here, sir. Happy to have you. Congratulations, you're hired. Wait, we can't. It's customary here to start each day with a shift drink. Let's make it special, mark the occasion. This is top shelf stuff now. Single barrel. He doesn't. Down the hatch. Alright, no choice. But this is how we die. Decent enough. Welcome aboard. He's not working for you. We have to get back to this. He has a delivery to make. What's this? Not working? Are you turning down this opportunity? She's right. I have to make this. I'm disappointed. And I'm afraid that leaves us with a delicate problem. As I indicated, this is top shelf stuff you're drinking now. It isn't cheap. If it's not your first shift drink, well, there's a matter of this tour just now. My time and experience are billed at a unique premium. This is not good for you, my friend. You're in quite deep by my back of the envelope estimations. Well, we have that in common, I suppose. All of us. Yes, I'm afraid you'll have to work this off somehow. It's just the way of it. What's happening right now? You can start tomorrow. Take the time to settle your affairs, of course. The interest begins to compound immediately, and well, we'll go over the formula when you get here. I should get back to work. See you tomorrow then. So I guess I start in the morning. I guess. I'm confused. Yeah, me too, kid. It's just the way these things go, kid. Huh? Well, that still gives us a few hours to roam, right? Where's that ferry? not even weird compared to the other stuff. And that about wraps it up here. I guess we're starting to get some clarity, but it's still incredibly abstract. But 2 more chapters, 2 more intermissions, and we'll see where we go.